My name's Dean Wilson. I'm the fourth best poet in Hull and the second best poet in Withernsea. And I've been writing poems since I was 16 when my mate Martin asked me to write some lyrics for his band. And he thought they were crap and never used them, but I carried on writing and I've been writing ever since. Yeah, I'm just writing all the time in my head. Just walking around and constantly rhyming and rhyming. Thoughts turn into poems, things that happen turn into poems. Well, since I moved to Withernsea, I've been writing a lot about being on the beach and what have you. I've wrote a lot about, ex-boyfriends and stuff, and funny things that have happened, and just wander around. I lead a very solitary life, and which is how I like it. Walking along, singing along, writing poems along, top of my voice. I wrote a poem and sang it to a jellyfish on With Beach yesterday, or was it the day before? I can't remember. You're good and you're kind and you'll never shout, so I'm staying until my tablets run out. Your bed is warm and you ask for nought, so I'm staying until my tablets run out. There's a few weeks left yet, and of your love there's no doubt, so I'm staying until my tablets run out. Always lived in West Hull. Mum and Dad are from Ezel Road. My first job, I went to Hull University as a porter. That's where I knew Philip. I didn't know Philip Larkin, but he was my boss. I met him a few times, but I didn't say much. I was too shy. Got a job as a postman. I was a postman for 20 years, and it was a great life. Loved it. I got a transfer with Royal Mail, and I was a postman in London, Islington. I worked in the delivery office off Upper Street next to the Almeida Theatre. I loved it. I used to deliver down Noel Road where Joe Orton used to live, and God, what a great time that was. Yeah, I love London. I love it. I got redundancy. They gave me a lot of money to leave, and I left and got a job back in Hull in sort of a night shift security sort of job. I like performing live because I'm the last person who'll get up on stage. But yeah, I do come alive when I'm live on stage. It's a buzz. There's no better than making people laugh. I love it. My favourite pub in Hull is Oak Vaults in Wincolm. I'm there most days, sat in the corner, trying to catch the eye of men in dirty overalls. Oak Vaults. I wasn't staring at your girlfriend's tits. I was staring into space. I'm the fourth best poet in Hull, and sometimes the muse takes me unawares. I only popped in for a quiet drink and to pay homage to the queens of country. So loosen your grip before I let rip and overpower you with my poetry. I spend a lot of my time on buses. Yeah, I'm bus fond. I get a go anywhere ticket on East Yorkshire buses, and that's what I do. I go anywhere, go to Brid, go to Hornsey, Beverley and Driffield and Nafferton, and go up to Scarborough. I like looking out the window, especially the bus between With and Hull and With, and it's so beautiful, going through Old and Us. It's beauty, it's mysteriousness, it's stillness, it's flatness, and it's otherworldliness. It's magical, blessed place. I refuse to enter the East Yorkshire Art Centre after someone who works there said my poems were shit. Not for all the tea in China would I degrade myself and enter the East Yorkshire Art Centre after someone who works there said I was semi-illiterate.
No, I will never ever enter the East Yorkshire Arts Centre after someone who works there said I was many things but not a poet. I know she's not been well since her husband ran off with a slag, but taking it out on me and my wonderful poetry isn't going to make me give him back.
I write them in my head, and since I joined Twitter a few years ago, I just tweet them. Just tweet them straight away. Half the time I delete them soon after because of the embarrassment and shame. Here's an example of poems I tweet. I wrote this morning. I was half asleep when I wrote it and called it Ram. Ram calms me down. Ram lifts me up. Ram is a win at bingo. Ram is a buttercup. Ram is next door's dog, wagging its tail. Ram is falling for Jason on Doncaster Station on his first day out of jail. Jason, this was like 20 years ago. I met this lad, it was his first out of prison. I sort of fell for him and we had a very passionate summer. But then he ran off with my cash card and ended up robbing a bank and then escaping from, I don't know if it was from prison or he's been transported somewhere, and he was one of the most wanted men in Britain at one point. But yeah, it was a lovely summer. Right, every now and then I find myself away with the fairies. And by the looks of most of you, I'm not alone. Sometimes I'm a shrinking violet. Sometimes I'm a diva. Sometimes I'm in control. Sometimes I get full moon fever. Sometimes I'm so happy I'm not safe on the streets. Sometimes I'm a beautiful young woman in a tight blue top and matching skirt with pleats. Sometimes I watch the world go by from the comfort of my favourite chair. Sometimes I venture outside and do things decent men wouldn't dare. Sometimes I'm a clinically obese Elvis impersonator with Tourette's, seeking an understanding lady for walks in the country and kinky sex. Sometimes I see God in the eyes of my favourite bingo caller. Sometimes I'm a grain of sand on the beach at Brid, only smaller. Oh, thank you. Do a lot of charity shopping. I like nautical knickknacks. At my house I live in now, it's a lot of chintz. I like chintz, furniture and knickknacks that remind me of when I was growing up and nice and cosy. They used to have that IKEA advert, didn't they? Chuck out your chintz. And it was like a dagger in my heart, that advert. No, don't chuck out your chintz, but keep it and love it. That's what I do. I love my soaps. I watch Hollyoaks, Emmerdale, Corrie and EastEnders, but that's all. I don't watch anymore. But I like The Chase. I really like Bradley Walsh. He's just he makes me day, to be honest. A good day is maybe have a drink in Oak Vaults, a drink in Whalebone, meet me pals Colin and Lil, and sit there with Herbert and Ted and listen to country music, yeah, and get a few decent poems wrote. That's a good day.
Never stand on a deck chair. No, never stand on a deck chair. A friend of mine once did, and it collapsed beneath her. It collapsed beneath her. Never stand on a deck chair. No, never stand on a deck chair. A friend of mine once did, and now she's only got one little finger. Only one little finger. never stand on a deck chair. No, never stand on a deck chair. A friend of mine once did, and now she's got a phobia. A terrible phobia. And all because on a whim she decided to give her hanging basket a trim. So please, please, please beware and never, ever, ever, ever stand on a deck chair.
My perfect life would have my love of my life back in my life. Oh, Dad, have Kev back. Yeah, I'd love that. That's not going to happen, is it? I'm lucky. I've always wanted to live by the sea. I live by the sea now. I can be on the beach in 3 minutes. The bus stop is outside my house to get into Hull to see my pals and my family. As long as I keep on writing, and I've got a novel to write about a young gay Bronte obsessed postman with a secret. Can't think of what that's about. Perfect life. I think at the moment it's just as perfect as it'll ever be. I do a bit of painting as well. I'm not just a poetry clown, I'm also an artist of some renown.